The reason why I get so excited these days talking about my development is because I want to show anyone I'm mentoring, anyone I'm training, what it can mean for you in a year's time, what it can mean for you in 2 years' time. So it's taken me 2.5 years, literally, to now own my own HMO. I own it. Like, the fact that I own it, when I think about it and I think about the fact that I own it, I just smile. But 2 years ago, it wasn't the same. I had to first realize the power of having a good debt. All right? So most people don't have good debt. Most people have bad debt. You have to invest in the right thing in order for you to get the right product or the right investment or the right return on investment. So for me, when I got that property for £440,000 and I got the valuation, I got cash released into buying the property and now doing the work. The cost of the project was £153,000. I got the builder to pay half of it. And the other part, I took it on a business expansion loan. Now, some people wouldn't do it. There's like, no, I don't have the money to do it. I don't have the means to do it. I will save up for it. But me as a risk taker and looking on the front of it as a good debt, I manage. Again, this comes into having a good brand, knowing what you're talking about. All right. I met this builder in the property network a couple of months ago, literally around middle of last year. That's when I met this builder. I met him through a network, somebody I met in a networking event, and they introduced him to me. And he's never done this kind of deal before. But again, belief. When we sat down and we start talking, he believed in what I was saying. Then he funded part of that deal and allowed me 3 months after the project is completed for me to refinance and pay him his money back. So 3 things here. I managed to convince him. He invested in it. I built a business credit with literally all I have. I built my business credit with my life. I'll use that word. That's to tell you how passionate I am about it. I built my business credit. I raised over £80,000 on the back of my business. All right. And now in my business, my rent-to-rent business, I now have over £100,000 of cash credit applied on the back of my business. So when I started, I didn't see it as a rent-to-rent. I saw it as a business that will become a multi-million-pound business in the future. And if I'm able to now be in a place where my business now has a credit line of about £100,000 plus, which means I had a goal. So tomorrow I can buy more properties with a mortgage, and I don't have to actually look for an investor to fund the project. Or I can actually use the credit line to buy a property and then get an investor to fund the project. And if I can do a project within 6 to 12 months, imagine how many properties I can buy in a year. So it's about saying to yourself, you're going to start doing rent to rent, and what your exit strategy is going to be is to now own properties along those lines.